Who the greatest? No, not the latest. Ain't that debatable? Yeah. Check the stats. This the Jared Willer Ryan show 9, no days off. You been grinding, I've been grinding too. Made it through the storm, great clouds. You see me shining through champion and stay on mine. I've been balling better D up after we win it all. That's the only time my feet up. Blood, sweat, tears, hard work with the passion, the killer in the game. I hop in and go assassin. Nah, I can't be average. Nah, I can't be last. It's always first or nothing. Doubter said I was bluffing. See him after I went like I thought you was saying something. I told him that I was coming, gunning the head drumming. Shit shots at my fields, who thought they were in the running? Why would I be nervous? I've been training for this day. I'll be like a freight train, any problems in my way. Never complain, they said okay, I'll follow my drink and if it don't pay. But anyway, what you say? I'm too busy getting paid. Tunnel vision on my goals, like success gon' be my fate. Pray to God he take my soul if I die before I win. Give it everything you got, cause that's what it's gonna take. And don't wait, do it now. They say time is of the essence. From a kid to a king, you are now in the presence of a new creature, adapted new features. Remember when I was a student, now I'm brighter than my teachers. Don't worry if I spit, cause if I do it, be that either. I got stripes just like a zebra. Up a level, I might lead ya. How to play too hard to see ya. I'ma heat up in the winter. They gon' look at me like Scar, but I'm really more like Simba. Always been the realest. I can't hang around pretenders talking like I ain't gang, but I know a couple members ain't tripping about the beat. Focused on the bigger picture, dreams in the headline. Like you thought I wouldn't get you, grinding like I never ate. Can't make no pivotal mistake. Do you wanna be good or great? Steady now, pick up the pace. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, now we moving weight. Power of the jungle, cause time we gon' release the 8. And I'm still gon' keep my faith. God with me, so I'm straight. I'm the fire in the lake. I put the devil in his place.
And welcome to another edition of That's Debatable. I'm Ryan Dietrich, as always, your host this evening with my boys Jeremiah Bays and Will Ward. What's going on, fellas?
Yeah. What's going on, people?
Oh, let's get our name tags up. Welcome. How was your boys' Christmas?
Oh, man. It was for the babies because my Christmas was kind of ruined yesterday.
Right? Same words. Kids is happy.
But it was all for the babies. Got my son this new little Pokemon battle board. He in the Pokemon now, and he like it. So, yeah, daughter wanted some action figures, but the girl one, so she got all her little Batman, Batgirl, Supergirl, all that extra stuff. Kids it was all for the kids, you know. Wifey got her thing.
All right.
I got my little PlayStation accessories, Viking stuff, you know, dad stuff.
Cool. Will?
Well, Christmas, like Jared said, is for the kids, for the lady, for the family. It was a good time. Got to sit back and kind of relax. Got some time off of work and just enjoyed the family atmosphere. Other than that, the Grinch didn't steal my Christmas, so win.
That's what I like to hear. Yeah, it was a nice, quiet weekend. You know, a couple uncles came down. Mom's brothers are here in town. So we just kind of hung out at the house, prime rib, watch football, those kinds of things. So nice and quiet. It's a little rare for 50 degrees and raining on a Christmas day, but it's kind of nice. So, yeah, all things good. New Year's coming up already. We've got the New Year's Day 6 bowl games. We've got the college football playoff on Friday. Bowl games are in full motion, so we got a full week ahead of us.
We are here, people. Sure. We are here, and the playoffs are about to start.
Playoffs?
Yeah, Buckeyes not in the playoffs, but it's still Buckeye week. Got to keep the Buckeye energy alive. You already know how it is. But before we even tap into that, we're going to go ahead and get into some high school hoops around the city. You already know, man. I'm gonna just get into the top dogs and they leading scores right now. So the leading the Eastmore. No. Leading the South Division is the Eastmore Academy. I don't know. Can we put the on it? If not, I am. We already know. Dennis DeSalvo averaging 17.7 points a game, and them Buckeyes. The Warriors are 5-1. Top of the South Division. Top of the North is the Beechcroft Cougars. J.J. Simmons, that young man, J.J. Simmons, is averaging 22 points a game. Armani Lyles is averaging 18.3, and they at the top of the North. Gahanna at the top of OCC, Ohio, 7-0. They hot right now. They just won another one. Sean Jones averaging 19.2 points a game. Javon Simmons averaging 13.2. Top of the OCC Buckeye, Pickerton Central 7-1. The big three over there doing their thing. Devin Royal averaging 19.1. Sonny Styles at 9.1. They just got another big win the other night. OCC Capital, Westerville South. That's a really team effort over there for real. But they are 8-0, and they is looking like they a strong team, so they need to be beat. That's the top of OCC Capital. But I'll do this for the South, and that's Eastmore. We at the top, 5-1. Thank you.
Nice.
Hey, shout out to the little homie JJ Simmons, as he mentioned over at Beechcroft.
That young man balling over there.
1,000 points in his career over there at Beechcroft. That's a huge
what's
feat.
up. That's what's up,
So,
man.
Hey, keep on moving, young bucks. Keep on grinding, putting on for the city and your team, for sure.
Yeah, they 4-1, and he averaging 22 points a game this season. So he just passed 1,000. What is he, junior or senior? Junior. He's somewhere up there. Yeah, you gotta check. The stats say he averaging 22.
Young kids, the years they go by so fast sometimes.
Yeah, but that young man balling in Beechcroft at the top of the North Division in the city.
All right, there you go. Quick, yeah.
Oh, that's everybody? All right, cool.
Yep.
Yeah, Beechcroft, Linden.
Just the North and South anyway, but
Yeah,
quick.
North and South. We got Beechcroft 4-1, like I said. Linden is 5-3, but they do got 3 losses. 4-3 Northland. Yeah, this ain't 2010 no more. At Northland, I guess they normal now. Independence 3-3. West on 2-3. East 1-2. Mifflin 2-4. And Centennial is 2-6. At the top of the South, Eastmore 5-1. Them South Bulldogs, they still balling. They've been doing good in football and basketball this year. 5-2. Afrocentric, good in both sports. 4-2. Independence 4-3. Walnut Ridge 3-3. Briggs, baseball school people 3-6. Marion Franklin, I don't know what's going on over there. Maybe they just need some people. 2-5. And West, another baseball school 0-5. And at the top, you already know them Eastmore Warriors.
I like it.
Yeah, man. But shout out to those young men. Everybody, they just young out there balling and doing their thing.
Let's see if I can find.
Can't win them all.
I got the Capital and the Buckeye as well. Boom, there you go.
Yeah.
Just pick Central at the top, like you said, and Westerville South.
Yeah, they 8-0. I mean, it's not like Delaware ain't too far behind them at 7-2. Then at the Buckeye, Newark is right there at 6-2. But, you know, that ain't the City League. But Pickerton, Pick Central is doing their thing, man. And Westerville South, they untouchable. 4-0 in their division.
Like it. Very, very nice.
Yo, what up, Jamal?
All right. Excellent.
Shout out to the young men around the city, man.
Dude, yeah. Always good to see.
Check out 270 Hoops.
Let's see if I got let's see, we had college football kickoff last week. The bowl games have been going for like 2 weeks. There's a whole slate of those. The one specifically today, I don't know if you guys saw the 6'9" quarterback for Nevada playing today. So
6'9"?
Dude, yeah, he's huge. I'll see if I can pull up a clip at commercial. 6'9" quarterback, but Nevada lost. Western Michigan beat them 52-24 in the Quick Lane Bowl today. And the other one we will give shout out to.
He's 6'9", and he decided to be a quarterback, though.
Gets it done. And we'll give a shout out to Miami of Ohio Redhawks, Big Ben's alma mater. They got it done on Thursday, I believe. The Frisco Bowl Classic with a 27-17 win over North Texas. So representing Ohio like we do. So just a couple quick notes over the weekend. Tons of action in the NBA and NFL and all those good things going on over the weekend. So we're going to jump right into,
of course.
Dude, yep.
Yeah, but we'll get there when we get there. Bowl games coming up. I know Friday is the playoffs, so that's just somebody get your popcorn, find somewhere to go, chill. Michigan first game I believe is Bama Cincinnati. You know they put that first. They probably assume that Bama gonna win, but hopefully Cincinnati could pull it off. We'll see how that go. But the night game, Georgia, Michigan. Now, you guys going Georgia, right?
But of course.
Is that just because it's Georgia, or because that's Michigan?
The offense that Georgia had this season.
They got cooked. What happened to the Vikings? Didn't the Broncos lose? My fault.
They did. It was ugly. Dude, I don't know. Are you just rooting for Georgia, or you think Georgia's going to win?
I think the way that Georgia's had it, their offense was rolling for the most part until they pretty much met up with Bama. And
they're pretty much, and they sitting on a loss. So it's not like they sitting on something. They could still be hungry. They do got my guy Cook's little brother though, but I think that defense at Michigan is just tough, bro. I know their defense at Georgia tough too, but we'll see. It's gonna be like I think it's gonna be a low scoring game. Maybe the first touchdown wins. I'm thinking like field goals. It's not no high
Michigan's
scoring.
been coming out. You know, they came out against Iowa and they put up those one pass and one long run.
Yeah.
So then they still kind of feed off of the win against Ohio State. So you don't know what kind of game it's going to be until it's anybody's game as always.
It's not that ugly. Dude, stop.
I don't. Yeah, I'm not sure about predictions. I think it's going to be a hell of a game. I'm excited to see Georgia and Michigan. I hope Cincinnati shows up and can shut Alabama down, but I don't think that'll happen.
And the old heads in Cincinnati, not to call them old heads, but it's a lot of veterans over there.
Yep.
Yeah, 4-year, 5th-year
right?
seniors. Yeah, experience. And this is a young Bama team that's riding hot right now, though. They just found themselves Heisman winner. Came back, doubted for the SEC, came back, snatched that like it was SARS anyway. And maybe they're going to – and everybody already assuming that they're the favorites anyway. So hopefully Cincinnati come in there and show up. But they is young and inexperienced, but that coach know how to put some stuff together.
Yeah, I think
you're something about them tied that's different.
Yep. Yeah, experience doesn't quite carry the weight in college football as it does at like the NFL.
Right.
Or, even college basketball, it's a lot of athleticism and talent. And certainly coaching, but
How much is that Alabama name is going to have intimidation factor on
Dude,
Cincinnati?
yep.
They're going to be afraid of big bad Bama and come out
Yep.
looking scared and not playing up to their best how they've been playing in the whole entire season.
Yep.
I think they have a point to prove, putting on for the non-Power 5 schools, and hopefully they come out and do what they've been doing and not allowing the intimidation to get in their head.
I mean, they've been being doubted all year. I mean, if it wasn't for some teams falling, they probably still wouldn't have got in the tournament. So now that with all of that, they still should have that same hunger, same chip on their shoulder, and hopefully they could do something with it and not go out there at least lay neck. Even if it's a good game, Coach Carter, they lost it. It was emotional, but they lost the championship type stuff. So I mean, it's not the championship, but the playoffs. As long as if it's hard fought, come down to a field goal, Bryce trying to do something spectacular. It is what it is. But the whole thing is just don't go down there and get rolled on. Like no pun intended. It is
Yep.
roll tide, but hey, just don't get rolled on.
My thing is always put a lot of pressure on the young quarterback. You've seen what he can do. You've seen him have to fight back, and he can fight through adversity, obviously, but rattle him up. Don't let him get comfortable in that pocket, and you got a better chance of pulling off the upset. I think it'd be one of the biggest upsets probably in the college playoffs. I don't think nobody has Cincinnati favorite.
Yeah, no, nobody.
Yeah, most people have written them off. That would definitely, yeah. There'd be a 30 for 30 of that,
It's cool. Somebody believe in them.
Yep. You got to
But-
believe in themselves. That's the main thing.
That's Friday.
Friday at 3:30 is
Yeah.
Alabama, Cincinnati. And then Georgia, Michigan is at 7:30.
Right after.
Yep.
And of course, Saturday.
Yep, big day. Let's throw it up.
OHIO. Them Buckeyes against Utah.
My favorite graphic.
I don't even know a Utah fan to talk trash to. Like, I'm talking trash to people who just don't like the Buckeyes. It don't feel right. Like, it's just like, hopefully we ain't sleeping. We got to Olave, Wilson out of here. He got to go do everything he can to show why he's a top draft pick.
Yeah, if you haven't heard,
I guess
Garrett
the
Wilson's
film-
on for the game. He's actually sitting out to improve his
I
draft
guess-
stock.
I guess he couldn't just show it on film in the Rose Bowl, but I guess he got to go train. Whatever. Worry about getting hurt.
Still got Njigba Smith, and you
Yep.
still got Olave. You still gonna have
It'll be all right.
Williams in the backfield.
Yeah, I mean we ain't out there asleep. But just hopefully that defense show up.
Yep. That's a
Hopefully
big
our
one.
defense show up because I know Utah's a
excited
real
for that.
physical team.
Prediction? Score prediction before we go in the NFL. Oh, let's see what time that game is. Ohio State at Utah.
I want to
in
say like
the
3:30,
Rose Bowl game.
maybe even 12.
5 p.m.
5 p.m.?
Saturday.
Okay, cool. All right, midday. It's a midday. It's so unpredictable. I don't know because depending on what type of game they play, because I know that Utah's going to try to bring their physicality, and I'm not saying that we a finesse team, but last time I saw us, we got outmatched, outmanned. We look weak out there, and that's just in the trenches. I ain't even talking about the skill positions and skill players. In the trenches, we look weak. And Utah, from when I seen them whoop on Oregon, yeah, but I ain't even really watched the championship game. I'm talking about the game before that game when they really put it on them. Like when I was rooting for them because I needed Oregon to lose so we could still have hope type.
Right.
But at that point, but it didn't work out like that. But yeah, nah. So if that Utah team show up, yeah, they just physically dominated that game and they ran up the score because they was that physically dominated. But they didn't do nothing too over the top. Nah, they just straight punched them in the mouth and then there was just a bleeding duck.
I don't think Ohio State can take Utah lightly because
that's a real team.
Be coming out giving props to the Buckeyes and starstruck by a Heisman Trophy finalist. None of that. They trying to make sure that they go out and prove a point. So I want to say that Ohio State still should be able to prevail. I would go probably around like 42-35 maybe. I think it'd be a
All right.
high shooting affair.
I got Ohio State 38-34.
I just got Ohio State with the dub.
Straight out, flat out.
Yeah, they get it done. They get it done.
Saying Day may be on the move. Keep your fingers crossed, Buckeye Nation.
If
Day may be on the move to the NFL.
Will we welcome back Urban with open arms?
Urban has been exiled from Buckeye Nation for a while. The way he left wasn't quite kosher, and I believe his exit from the NFL wasn't spectacular either. So
Yeah, you can't just go out there kicking people, coach. Well, I've been.
He'll be back with Fox
Man, my
next
Urban
year
Meyer
working as an
footage
analyst.
This year has been wreck, man, because I've been on Herb all year.
All right.
Fuck.
Speaking of the NFL and Urban
I'm
Meyer,
outside.
let's hit it.
Just walk in.
Week 16. All right. Top of the hour, 7 o'clock. Speed through this baby. NFL Week 16. My guys lost a tough one Thursday night. Jimmy G likes to throw interceptions and does not help his cause. Tennessee Titans beat the 49ers 20-17. A.J. Brown looks back. He's just fine. Dude's a monster. He's tough, man.
Yeah, he came out of nowhere.
He's a beast.
I know he came off an IR. Excuse me. But I didn't expect to see him come back and dominate the way that he did.
Same.
Just to step up and, like he never left. You've been out for 4 weeks and come back and just annihilate everything on the field that game.
Dude, yep. Same. I did not want that to happen. A.J. Brown had like 70% of Tannehill's passing yards. He had 60% of their targets. He had 16 of his 29 targets, all the things like that. So the dude was dominating. They knew where they were going. San Francisco just made some turnovers. Couldn't hold on at the end. So that was a tough one Thursday night. We had some excellent football Christmas Day. Cleveland actually held up with Green Bay, despite Baker Mayfield throwing 4 interceptions.
That last one, though?
Oh, for sure, but
Definitely
that doesn't
hold it.
matter. I mean,
hey.
how about the other one that Sam Shields dropped that, anyway. Yeah, that last one, for sure. Definitely a missed call there. But
Right, and the reference right there.
the 3 before that doesn't help put your team in any position to get it done. And that they shouldn't even have the ball. Devontae Adams with his uncharacteristic drop on that 3rd down forced Green Bay to punt. So
That's 2 losses in, what were they saying, about 5 days for the Browns.
Yep.
They lost to the Raiders last Monday.
Yep.
They have to turn around and play Saturday. Sorry for your Brownies, but if you're a Browns fan, you got probably about 2 more games to see Baker Mayfield because he's going to be on his way out.
They're definitely
Don't know where
picking
he's
up his
going.
5th weird
But,
option.
enjoy Baker Mayfield while he still can, and maybe he's even having a new coach. And Stefanski may be rolling out too. So
I disagree.
It was Super Bowl hopes in Cleveland at the beginning of the season, right? So it's a disappointing year. You lost your key receiver, Jarvis Landry. I don't know where he is. So what's going on? But he's at 2 games. I think you got Baker.
I mean, if
they still,
technically they're
they
still
got a
alive,
chance,
and
yeah.
they technically could still win the AFC
Life
North.
support, people.
They're not on life support. They could still win the AFC North.
They gotta
Actually,
come through one. We're gonna take 1 week at a time, so we're not gonna look forward to next week. But
yeah. So
I don't know.
they could technically still win the AFC North. So don't and yeah. So so when y'all lose to the Chiefs, like I know y'all will.
Yeah, ain't gonna turn around and lose to Cleveland. Guaranteed that.
But
Mark that down.
that game is going to be for the North. That's what I'm guaranteeing. It's going to be for the North.
The Cleveland and Cincinnati game.
Yeah, it's for the North. Yeah.
No worries.
Because they're going to win next week. They're going to win next week. Y'all going to lose next week because I don't see y'all slowing down the Chiefs. And unless y'all do what y'all do. But depending the way the up and down roller coaster that the Bengals been.
Cleveland got Pittsburgh this week, so that's what make it.
Exactly. They're getting a dub.
The point is Cleveland needs to win out. They got Pittsburgh next week. And then whoever after that. Update, Chris Olave is not playing in the Rose Bowl. Chris Olave's out. Garrett Wilson's out. Haskell Garrett's out. Offensive tackle Nicholas Petit-Ferrer is out. Thank you, Dustin. I believe that's who that was for keeping me on my game. Another Christmas Day. Good one. Unless you're an Arizona Cardinals fan. Arizona dropped their third straight. Indianapolis Colts are rolling. Jonathan Taylor, Carson Wentz actually played pretty good. So the Colts get it done, 22-16. That takes us into Sunday. Host of action on Sunday. Lions kept it close with the Falcons. I want to call him Tad Boyle, but he was an old coach. Tim Boyle. And Amon-Ra St. Brown, man. He looks like a wide receiver. 9 catches, 90 yards, getting tosses from nobody.
Right.
So he's looking pretty good. The Lions don't look that good. Matt Ryan just keeps winning. Falcons are actually alive and in the playoff chase, believe it or not. So chalk one up for Matty Ryan, I guess.
Yeah, the Vikings hold.
They get it done against Detroit. Their defense makes a late, I think, pick 6.
We are. But it's now with that loss, it's tough. But it's not that loss to the Rams that I'm mad at. We had that game somewhat. Like, we was in that game, and Matthew Stafford was looking like the Lions' Matthew Stafford again with his 3 picks. Every pick that Barr called, I was hoping he'd just run to the house. Like, he was right there. Just stop stumbling. Get your big butt up. But, but we still alive. We got 16% chance to make it. You know, somebody got to do their thing. We got to definitely beat the Packers again. Whether if we make the playoffs or not, if we beat the Packers, sweep them, that's a win for me. So, yeah. Byron, I don't know. Byron here.
Take us into. We got a whole host of games to go over. Will's going to cover the Bengals because the rest of them are
that was
just
a great
scores.
game.
We don't need to talk about the Eagles beating the Giants. That's a dud.
I needed the Giants to wake up.
Buccaneers get it done.
Of course, the GOAT had to get it right, but that's more. That's on the other side. I want to. That's the other side. The end of Cam.
Let me throw this back up. I do have that.
Oh, you put that pick. You got that pick.
I got it. But we're kicking it off with this. Merry Christmas, everybody.
The Krusty Krab
From the 710 or 740.
513.
That's how you know I ain't from around.
Carly
here.
Cokins, the stunt double. My
Boom.
man Joe B making this coming onto the list at number 4 all times in a single game, 525 yards. You seen him on the field really late in that game. They were going for that record. So you got a new type of mentality down there in Cincinnati with Zach Thomas. He's saying that we're going to continue to show our talents. We're going to continue to drive that Ferrari a little bit faster each and every week. But, Ryan, if you can pull that locker room clip up.
That's what you want.
There. Yeah.
Okay.
525 yards. Automatic player of the game by Joe B.
You guys answered the bell today.
What up?
That's all we ask, okay? And don't let anyone try to minimize that win.
Yeah.
Winning in this league is hard. Winning in this division is hard. Winning in this super is hard.
only
You
can
guys
hear
went
on
out there and kicked some. That was
can only
awesome.
hear on the mic
That's
like
all.
this.
Hey,
Thanks,
game
Jose.
balls. Game balls, got a couple of them, okay? Balls
Got a couple of game balls to hand out. Leadership in Von Bell.
And I'm going to build slowly, okay? With 3 catches for 85.
You check out these stats. This is how he led up to 525 yards. You got Tyler Boyd. Got, of course, the rookie phenom, Jamar Chase.
He only wake up against the Ravens. It seemed like, bro, where you been at for the past 6 weeks? We need you on my fantasy team, man.
194. Ain't Ocho Cinco 2.0.
Ocho Cinco 85, man.
That number should be retired. Number one, the number should be retired in the stands.
Respect
But
that.
that boy went crazy. T. Higgins did go crazy. But of course, that man was slinging it all over the field. And the JV for the Ravens
I
team.
was
couldn't
going to say, does
step up.
any of that have to do with the Ravens second? Yeah, right.
It's not an asterisk. It's just. It's not even an asterisk. It's not an asterisk, but it was the
He goes
JV
to the
team.
Lions. We don't talk about
We beat the Lions too.
One time, I believe there was one loss
Hey.
that says Vikings loss, Detroit
That's like
win.
us
It's not
losing to the
JV.
Lions is like us losing to the Browns. And they lit y'all up, 43-8 or something.
Browns, but,
Hey, y'all lost to the Jets too. Y'all lost to two teams that's damn near like the Lions.
Time to stay focused. We were on to Kansas City. This is right here. It's the litmus test.
We gonna see where y'all at. We really gonna see where y'all at,
one.
man. We really gonna see where they at.
All right.
Was it a 1 o'clock game, 4 o'clock game?
It'll be one.
Should be.
Coming.
To the 8:20 flexed it. Put us.
They
on
should have
prime
flexed
time.
it.
And coming up for
not prime.
up for NFL. There's no Thursday game this week with the New Year and college football bowl games. So all NFL takes place Sunday, and then Monday night. Obviously, they got Cleveland and Pittsburgh. The other big takeaway from the Cincinnati game is what is a catch?
Oh, you pulled that clip?
I do.
You got it.
Yeah, pull it. It looked.
All right, here's a couple good looks at it. I thought he caught it, but here's a man Ochocinco and himself.
Blocked by Williams going deep, double team. Higgins has got the ball at the 5.
I guess I wasn't paying attention. I thought they would. That was a
That was spectacular. 52-yard reception to the 3.
Oh, my
This is
bad. I missed
complete
that.
confidence in a receiver when you throw it into double coverage.
This is what I was talking
and you
about.
say, my guy is bigger and better than your guy.
That's that last second there. Just his left hand comes off that they
Had a
can't
couple
tell
on
if
him, including
it gets there, between
Yvonne
the ground or
Seymour
not. So
and
anyway.
the safety,
I didn't see
Brandon
the other one.
Stevens. I mean, that is about.
that was a great play.
So anyway,
It's a couple of notable calls that's been going different ways.
He's like,
whether
who
it's
is
a catch,
Stevens,
whether it's
man?
or not. So
Like, yeah, these are definitely practice squad players.
whatever they want to say is the NFL. It's the next man up mentality.
Yeah,
Either you can get on and stay on the NFL, not for long. But
oh yeah,
either we're going to come out victorious against Kansas City, or we're going to know what we got to do to go on against Cleveland. No matter what, I just know that they gotta stay strong, stay focused, not allow none of those early interceptions that they get, the fumbles on the punt returns. It's a little mistakes that go a long way. So now you get into the playoffs. Now you get into the time where the little mistakes that Vontaze Burfict and Pac-Man Jones used to do, you can't have that if you want to continue to move forward and take that Bungles off of the noted name list. So we're going to see, man. I got faith in those boys. 13-4, say no more. We had two mistakes. And one with the Jets, one with the Bears.
It's 13-4. Ain't no more, man.
no more.
It's 6 losses on. Hey, it's 6 losses up there.
6-4, kind of close in that range, but that's still a sophomore, pretty much, a second-year rookie, a first year in Jamar Chase. So we moving forward, looking.
It's definitely looking promising. Y'all done built the edges. Maybe get like a lockdown. It's a defensive draft, so maybe y'all could get a corner or a safety, like someone who could solidify them outside, because y'all got receivers in that conference. Y'all gonna need it, but y'all got the front. Maybe y'all do need a Burfict again. Y'all ain't got nobody like no Burfict.
They had Logan Wilson, but Logan's out right now with an injury, so hopefully he comes back strong, healthy here soon. But the defense definitely stood up. But that's my Bengals report.
got it
I'm
done.
definitely not here to beat the Bengals.
All right,
I
Jer.
argue with them too much.
Fill us in.
Well, what?
You got a
Bing
Vi- you
bong,
got a
the
Vikings-
Vikings are dead.
Yep.
Well, we're dead. We're dead. We're not dead, but it's Packer week. Byron, hey, I'm gonna get at you. We'll see. We'll probably have you on next week or something.
They're gonna lose again.
Make a bet. We'll see how it go. But we might lose again, man. But if we lose, don't be a close one. I hope if the Packers win, they gotta go ahead, because we got the Bears next week. We gonna probably end the season with a victory. So if the Packers do beat us, they gotta really put it on us, because that's the only way changes is gonna be made. And as a fan of that team, I definitely want changes to be made. I need it. I need a set but I think no matter what happens, even if we make the playoffs, no matter what happens, we're still going to make some changes. But I need that statement that say, oh yeah, we got to get them up out of here tomorrow, which they should have been out here yesterday. But we played the Rams tough, and Matthew Stafford gave us every chance they could get, every chance they gave us to get in the game, but we couldn't get it done, man. No Dalvin Cook. Killed us out. Thielen tried to go. He made a couple big plays in the first half, but he got banged up towards the end of the second quarter.
He's not
that
quite
ankle.
back.
Heck, I'm still on a 4-week ankle sprain, so I know that ankle sprain ain't no joke, bro. My stuff's still swollen. I swear, bro. Don't get ice. It don't matter. And they said he's on around the clock therapy, and I ain't on no around the clock therapy. I've been a little bit lazy, so I know that. Definitely not continually ice to the elevator, but
Come on.
But man, he went out in the third quarter, and Jalen Ramsey he the best corner in the league for a reason. It's not that he clamped up JJ, but he definitely He definitely made JJ work for every single little catch that he could get. And that front, if it wasn't Donald, it was Floyd. And if it wasn't, bro, Von Miller probably didn't play because I didn't hear his name, but it was Floyd and Donald every other play, and the linebackers here and there.
No, Justin Jefferson still had over 100 yards, but
yeah,
Ramsey
he definitely did break the record for
Ramsey is
most.
The man,
yeah, Ramsey's the man, and my guy only needed 23 yards to break the all-time record for having the most receiving yards
through his first 2
years, and
right?
it's still 2 games to go. So I know he's gonna light the Packers up, and I know for sure he's gonna light up the Bears. So
you don't have that Ramsey's tackle?
I don't.
Nah.
Which one? Oh no, I know.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
no,
Yeah,
he-
right on the sideline.
One of them, yeah,
you shall not pass.
And he did the baby. Oh my God! I was like, no, somebody go punch him! Somebody go get that man! That's what I was on, bro. I was like, bro. So that, but I like James Ramsey, bro. He do his thing, bro. Ever since he got paid, his plate never dropped.
No.
He been out the papers. Ain't nobody been talking about him before.
Yep.
He was talking about pulling up the Brinks truck, and when they brought that Brinks truck up in L.A. He just been out there. And nobody's saying Ramsey Island. He gonna have to get his own little coin name, but he out there shutting stuff down.
He's doing it now.
Yeah. So if the Rams,
He doesn't
depending
need
on
a
what
name, he
Stafford
just
you
do it.
get, bro, he got the talent. You feel me? He got the talent, but he ain't.
And see, that's the thing with the Rams
what-
right now is while Stafford's play has been less, it's been subpar. They're still winning. Their run game is together.
Yeah, Akers
Their
came
defense
back.
is
Akers
showing
came
up.
back.
So they're showing like they are a team that's ready for a playoff run, especially when their quarterback isn't playing as well he should be. So if Stafford gets that game ready, they got
picks, bro.
and they still got the win.
Yeah, and I mean they won by 7. It was a close game, but no, that's if they
Still got
like,
the dub.
Yeah, that's not the point.
But they're just ready.
But
What I'm saying
they
is
got
the
the
Rams are
dub.
ready
If
for a
they-
playoff run because their team is put together. The
Yeah.
defense and the run game is set, especially with Darrell Henderson out.
Yeah.
They're doing it with Sony Michel, a backup. So the Rams are making that, especially as the Cardinals are dropping off. 3 weeks ago, the Rams were 3 games back of the Arizona Cardinals in their own division.
Yeah.
And this week, the Rams clinched the division.
Yeah,
They're not the division.
The
but
Cardinals is
clinched the playoff
having
spot.
the December that the November of the Rams had because they lost 3 in November.
Yep.
But
When it counts.
if the Rams play like that against the Packers, the Bucks, or the Cowboys, they lose in that game.
Correct.
I mean, as a Vikings fan, I'm definitely saying that if you all play like that against them, it's a wrap. But
it gives- yeah.
they really a legit team, and they did everything. They've been trying to buy a championship since they brought McVay in.
Yep.
So we'll see how it go for the Rams.
All right, we got one clip from. Sorry, bro. We got one clip though.
They have failed consistently throughout the season. One of the reasons they're
we
7-7.
really clapped them up in the second half. Like, but this play changed everything.
Trying to find
Like, we
it,
was really
and
holding
finally
the field
Powell
goals,
does,
like,
and a
until
good
that Odell
return,
Beckham
pointing
touchdown.
out blockers.
Until that Odell
There
Beckham
goes
touchdown,
Brandon
that can't happen.
Powell, Hunter to beat,
Besides
into
that,
the
we
end
was
zone,
supposed to stop- there was-
touchdown.
The Rams set it perfectly. Like, if you're a special teams coach, they set the wall up perfectly.
That's what you want.
But nah, bro, we can't let that happen. That's where everything changed off of that play. But
All 3 phases of the game.
Dude, there you go.
Teams, offense,
yeah, even our kicker made some kicks. I mean, shout out Joseph. I've been on his ass all year.
All right, other week 16. Let's see, real quick. I'm going to show a couple highlights from the Jets game. We've got a good Zach Wilson run.
We do. Oh, that
And we got
52-yard
the
boy.
And we got the Barrios return.
Snapshot of the
We'll
defense.
just do a couple of them
They come on
quick
third
while
and
we're
5.
going.
Wilson.
Dude, Zach Wilson, man.
First and the Jets. Wilson.
Looking like Johnny Man. I remember Johnny football. There you go, right there.
Bad tackling by the Jags. Do a highlight reel.
Hey, you know he said, what did he do?
Right?
He moved it to the
Hey, shout out to
1-yard
number
line.
was
And you
Lap
look at
Haynes.
Foster
I don't know if he was.
John
Was he the number 2
Franklin
pick?
Myers and Quentin Williams.
Yeah, shout out to
That's
number 2
probably why they
overall
did it.
pick.
This was the fourth game in NFL history where the number 1 and number 2 pick quarterbacks have played each other.
Oh my God.
The number 2 quarterbacks have played.
Man, he's still looking rough.
For the Jets.
long season for Sunshine.
Yes,
It's
sir.
been a long, that extra game. Oh my God. It's been a long season for my guy Trevor, man. Urban ain't help.
Dude, the other big one was Houston Texans. I was going to grab some highlights of them. But man,
so
major upset. AFC dropped the ball. The Chargers lose. The Raiders win and move themselves up one. The Ravens lose. Somebody else in there. It's just a jumble in the AFC. Yeah. Also, shout out Chicago Bears, I guess, down with the Seattle Seahawks. Whatever, a snowy one in Seattle was pretty exciting.
Yeah, I was shocked. I seen all type of Russ highlights.
Bears get it done, 25-24. And then, obviously, last night was just disgusting.
Yeah, it was Nick Foles, too.
The Cowboys defense takes care of the Washington backup team.
They better.
49
Y'all
to
ain't
10,
learned
whatever it
yet to
was.
stop playing Trayvon Diggs. Like, bro, I know
How
he get.
far before we move on from the Cowboys? How far do you guys see them going? Their offense looked like it might have came back to life a little bit. I mean, Dak had 330.
Ball of the week.
Well, Will,
How
that's
much do you think that defense is really standing strong? Like you say, you can't throw Trayvon's way that
Right.
much without him picking it off. How strong or how far? do you
Fastest
guys
to
see them
12.
going?
The fastest to 12 interceptions, I think. Still with 2 games left.
They fool's gold. That's what I want to know. Do you think they're fool's gold? They top of the NFC East.
this is.
But
No,
how
they-
far do you think that is going to play?
I like this question, and let's get into it when we get into your top 10 because I got that written down too. Is how big a win is this when they beat the Washington practice squad? They finally turn it around, but I'm kind of with you, Will. It's
did
a
what
little
the
bit of
Bengals
fool's
did.
gold.
They just didn't play with their fool.
Yep.
No.
So we'll talk a little bit about that when we get into the top 10. But since we're with the Cowboys, let's hit it with our ballers of the
Dakota
week.
Rain, man. Dakota Rain.
Huh?
His name is Dakota Rain Prescott.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's actually Rain Dakota Prescott. But,
All right. It's kind of like Eldrick Woods we got going on here. All right. Who's your baller? That's Tiger Woods, by the way. Who's your baller?
I think I knew that, but yeah, off the top now.
Don't tell no one. All right, ballers of the week. What's his name?
Oh yeah, Dakota Prescott. That's right, that boy right there. 28 for 39, 71.8%, 330 yards, 4 tutties, 0 picks, and 104.5 quarterback rating. He lit them boys up, and he even got out early, and he got the rest. So that don't happen often in the NFL game. And
Yeah, he was out. Yeah, with halfway through the third,
Yeah.
71% completion percentage.
yeah, he lit them up. I think he got one more touchdown in
darts.
the third quarter, and they set him down. Even Cooper Rush got a touchdown.
Cooper Rush came in and balled out.
Yeah, last
Their
time we saw
backups was
Cooper Rush,
making a
he
mess
beat the
of him.
Vikings. So yeah, that's the last time we seen Cooper Rush. I know. Yeah.
That was awesome.
I seen that he even got a touchdown like that. Damn,
right.
The Redskins. I mean, the football team gave it all up. Yeah,
It's a sad night to be a.
yeah, but
Washington
once they
football
lost their
team fan.
hopes, they already lost their hopes to. This game was supposed to be bigger than what it turned out to be anyway. But even
All
Randy
right.
Gregory was trolling him.
Dude.
Rolled on the ground next to the quarterback like, "You okay down there?"
Dude, that was funny.
Yeah.
All right, Will.
No one
Coming in hot.
The Ohio's favorite boy, Joe B, came onto the scene last night against those Ravens, once feared Ravens.
Heavy
Made them
quarterback
look
week.
regular. That quarterback rating 143.2.
Dude,
But,
yep.
no INTs, 4 touchdowns, and 525. That's going to bring him number 4 on the all-time list behind guys like Norm Van Brocklin, who broke that record back in 1951 with 554 yards. Matt Stump the Schwab, and then the great Warren Moon. So shout out to Joe B, who's just lighting that thing up and see if they could keep pressing forward.
Fourth all time in a single game, 525 yards.
That's like almost 1,000 yards passing against the Bengals. I mean, against the Ravens for him this year. Just
Nice.
because he lit them up
That's
the
a
first
good
game
stat.
too.
That's a good stat. All right. And, all right, my guy. Well, he's not my guy. Excuse me.
Mr. Roller Coaster himself.
But a big win, Mr.
came out
Wyoming
super
Cowboy. The gunslinger himself, Josh Allen. Certainly got it done yesterday. 30 of 47, 314, 3 touchdowns, QBR of 110. But the big thing is they beat the New England Patriots, their division rival in New England, to take the division lead. And
And they're probably going to finish with it too.
it's looking that way.
Him and Stephon Diggs connected on a few.
I got a couple.
For sure.
All right, let's see. Here's some Josh Allen in action.
Tampa Bay said didn't really bother him this week. Allen off the play fake. Looping, throwing across
Moving
the
right,
ground.
going back
And
across
he's
his
got
body through the middle of the
Kularo, his
field.
first catch of the
Tough
season.
throws. He makes names out of guys like
Trying to get
Isaiah
on the board.
McKenzie, who you've never heard of but might have
Has
just
the
taken
time.
Cole Beasley's job.
Touchdown!
Most likely.
He
Yeah,
hits
they were talking about it
McKenzie for the
today.
score.
Team living up
In
to
New
what their
England,
head coach
too.
Sean McDermott wanted
And
from
it wasn't
them.
quite
How
as
aggressive
close as
they've
the
been
final score,
offensively in this
32-21, I
game.
think.
We've seen it.
Allen steps
Okay.
up. He will run. Allen chewing
That's
up
the lead.
yards.
That's the lead.
That's the lead.
Across the
I just
15.
mashed a few of these together. There's about
Josh
7
Allen with
minutes
a
of
They
it,
like
so
to press
it's,
it
you
and
got
go
to take
for
what
it.
you can.
Now I think they actually run the play.
But my guy Josh Allen got it done.
Allen. 4th down.
I like him. I grew up near Laramie, Wyoming, so we'll take it.
First down to the 10-yard line.
Stephon Diggs.
Pressure here. A couple of times.
Allen delivers. Touchdown.
There it is.
Yeah, from 2 to 7, man. It's a gap.
From the
The 1C got a little gap on it, too.
Motion man is Diggs. Allen. Out of the pocket. Quick fake and run. Allen darts. Incomplete pass just stops the clock at 3:32. Allen. Step it up. Shovels ahead. Catch made. Stephon Diggs. Spin move. Avoids. Still going. Diggs has got a first down.
Diggs is good.
Inside the 10.
Yeah, I agree, too.
Play after play. If you're a runner, you better cover the football. They
Second and
will
go.
punch
Here you go. This is a game winner pretty much.
Allen.
Shovel pass.
Tosses.
2 minutes left.
Dawson knocks on the receiving
Judon's
end.
just like, what?
That's not even in real time.
So.
He's supposed to be there.
All right, Josh Allen doing his thing. As you can see, we got the top 10 ready to roll, Big Will. Let's do it.
Locked and loaded, ready to go. So at number 10, last week I had the first time dynamic duo between Dallas and the Bengals, and they both got a dub this week, so we got a new number 10. This week is going to be those boys in Arizona. It's starting to look real shaky. You know, Kyler, he's still trying to do his thing, but it's something missing. The Colts came in and just really, they went into Indianapolis, but it's something really going down, and they've been on a losing streak here lately, losing like the last three of the last 4 games.
Yep.
So
3 straight.
They're on a decline. It's at the wrong time. They lost to Hopkins, which I think that was one of Kyler's favorite targets. Him and Zach Ertz ain't really been connecting, so I don't know if that defense is going to be able to stand back up in time, but right now they're on a decline, so they're at number 10 this week.
They're going to have to turn things around. That's right. All right.
At
Coming
number
in.
9, I got the Tennessee Titans. They were still there last week. This week they got a win against Tennessee, which was kind of surprising. They're still at the top of that division, and they stayed inside this week of the top 10 this week because they got good news. They could get King Henry back coming into the playoffs right at the right time.
He said he want to play week 18.
That's ridiculous.
How much can that man withstand, because they're going to put the workload on him. But we shall see. Like we already said, A.J. Brown came back and was tearing it up, so that was another weapon against that
Where's Julio?
San Francisco defense. I think that was kind of a notable win, even though it's only by 3, but they still got the dub at home. So that's the number 9. At number 8, I got New England. New England ended up falling to Buffalo, as we've seen. Had Josh Allen looking like a well-known quarterback back in his good section of his playing time. You see up and down from Josh Allen, but that defense didn't stand a chance this week. Being at home and you falling, not for sure how much Josh Allen really had an effect on him, but it didn't look like the same New England had got a win against the Colts and have been riding high. So they took a fall this week. At number 7,
Gotcha. Your boys.
Cincinnati. Cincinnati is that was a notable win against the JV team, as they want to call it, if you would. But that arm of Joe Burrow with 525, I thought that was a notable record. It's an all-time Bengals record for sure. It was number 4 on the list of all-time games. But like we already said, it's going to be a big test in Kansas City coming up this week in Cincinnati. So they get a stop there. We definitely know something. You'll see them improving and moving on up. At number 6, I got the LA Rams. They stayed there. They had a big win, so you can say, over Minnesota.
With no big win.
Minnesota defense has been, I believe, they were been sacking teams. Have been, their defense was supposed to be the strong.
We forced 3 interceptions.
That was a big win. They took the lead in their division.
Right.
Yeah, for them.
It wasn't like they beat Minnesota by 25 points in big win.
Well, okay.
A 7-point win against a defense that's supposed to be highly touted.
I mean, we forced 3 interceptions.
Yeah.
They got the win.
It's a one possession game.
They're one of the ones that's trending in the right direction at the right time, with Arizona falling down.
Yes, sir.
That's the biggest part
definitely
right there.
Yep.
So they catching hot at the right time.
That's right.
So then at number 5, We got the Colts, who's also trending in the right direction.
Yep.
You see the fall of Tennessee, even though they're sustaining right now, but the Colts are definitely rising. So that defense is looking pretty strong, if I would say so myself.
Yeah, I think they have the second most turnovers behind the Cowboys. The Colts defense has forced or caused, is what I mean.
Yeah, the defense is nice.
You're definitely getting your money's worth out of Thomas, Carson Wentz. Really, that's the one variable I'm not for sure where to go. You got Michael Pittman Jr. Sometimes he's his go-to route or his go-to receiver, but I'm not for sure how much Wentz is going to be able to carry that team in the playoffs.
T.Y. Hilton got a touchdown. First one this season.
It's really on JT for real.
That's definitely
It's
definitely
all on
the
them.
question mark behind Wentz and their playoff success. But hey, he took the Eagles there.
Think about Wentz.
Come on.
Wentz is fearless, but he might make that bonehead play. He definitely might make
He's
that
got a
bonehead
team to the
play.
Super Bowl before.
That's debatable.
Got him into the playoffs.
I believe that's Nick Foles. We got a Philly fan in the house right now. Who led that championship? I definitely think it was Nick Foles.
Right.
But he did lead that season until they got hurt against the Rams. Just say that.
But at number 4, I got the Dallas Cowboys, who made a huge jump from number 10 all the way up to number 4. Those points that they put up yesterday, getting a win, 56-14 against the JV, I guess as they call it. That's how we call them these days, the JV win. But that defense is seeming that like they're going to be able to
stop testing Diggs, man.
At least in the first 2 rounds, I would say, because once you hit Green Bay or you hit a touted Rams team, you don't know which one you're going to get. But that defense, they say, wins championships, and that Dallas defense is looking really strong right now. So. Who's going to show up if Dak can continue to throw 330 yards? Zeke, you look at his rushing yards, 37 yards on the ground. That's what's the leading for that game, actually.
So that's the thing,
Pollard's still out.
Their defense looks really good against Taylor Heineke and a Washington football team missing 18 guys on COVID. A lot of teams in the NFL are doing this, but where I'm going to stand with is I'm not sold on the Cowboys. I think they've got a lot of holes. They just haven't been, what they looked like last year. They haven't been tested. They've been on a big cream puff schedule the last few weeks. So we'll see the next couple of weeks for sure. But I think they're one of those teams that could get bounced first round, no problem. That's my take.
I had Dallas as high as number 9 or as low as number 9. And I thought about it a little bit. And I said that defense, I believe, can carry them for a little while. So it just depends which offense you're going to get. To have to face, because sometimes that defense is going to be on the field so much because the offense is going to be getting shut down. So you're not for sure how much longer that defense can hold strong. And then number 3, got Tampa Bay. They're still riding high. I think Antonio Brown returning really helped out Brady. You've seen him connecting with Brown. Brown had, I believe, 100 and so yards.
101, I think.
101 yards. So...
Yep.
They're trending in the right direction at the right time.
Even though they're losing all their guys, they survive. Take care of business, man. Here, let me
figure out that next man up mentality is definitely right and strong for Tampa Bay with them losing. Slip my mind real.
Our guy Shard on you right
Godwin.
now.
Godwin, yeah, Chris Godwin, but Antonio Brown showed up at the right time.
They missing Godwin, Leonard Fournette.
And number 2, I got KC.
Gotcha. Bam, I go.
Another team trending in the right direction at the right time. Patty Mack, 258, but against a Pittsburgh team who really doesn't.
The end of Cam Newton.
Yeah,
that might be the end of Cam.
That's definitely the end of Cam. Look at your man's.
He said he was back. He might be back.
His face says it all.
There we go. Sorry.
Sick.
That was ugly. We got it done, though. That pretty much sums it up, I think.
That's about right.
All right.
Man, Cam like that.
Hey, man,
we were talking about Tampa Bay at third, so that was showing Tampa Bay up 32-6. That's what that was.
Yeah.
All right, Cam.
All right, Chiefs at 2.
Got a nice backup spot somewhere.
But the camera always catch the faces at the end of the game.
8 straight wins, and they're still at number 2.
That's a big fact right there. Still at number 2, so
cool.
It should be
if
one.
they can move up, I don't know, but I think Green Bay has enough firepower to continue to ride this number 1 seed all the way until they can be stopped. Aaron Rodgers, even though that was a low-scoring game, or it looks close.
Yeah.
With Cleveland coming back, that defense is prevailing. I believe defense is going to win a championship. That's how it's going to be won. But when you got somebody like Aaron Rodgers on the other side and Devontae Adams, how they're connecting, and you can get Jones out the backfield and another A.J. Dillon out the backfield.
Dude, yeah, look out.
It's a lot of weapons in Green Bay. So.
That's debatable.
Shoot me.
It ain't.
But for the most part, I like your list. But I didn't realize that you didn't put Buffalo in here.
I can't. Like I said, when Ryan had his ball of the week, the inconsistency of Josh Allen, he rides up and down too much.
That's true. That's true. Nah, that part's not a debate. But they are now leading that division. So by that, they at least are a top 10 team. So with the fall of the Cardinals, get the Cardinals out of here. This week is get the Cardinals out of here. New England at 10. I ain't really make too many changes to your list. You actually did good on this one. New England at 10. Tennessee at 9. Keep your Tennessee at 9. Move Buffalo to 8. Keep Cincinnati at 7. Move Dallas to 6. Indy stays at 5. Move the Rams up to 4 because they don't have their division locked and sealed yet, but they are leading it, and they do look the best in that division, so it's almost guaranteed that they will get it. Move Tampa Bay stay at 3. Move KC to 1, of course, and GB's at 2. So that's all.
All right.
Kansas City looking like the best team in the league. They are the reigning the reigning AFC champs at least. So by that mark, and they just got their 6th straight AFC West title. I don't know if that means a lot because that division has been pooped since Peyton Manning retired. I mean, it really has.
It's been pretty rough.
The Raiders, I don't
know.
Raiders is up and down, but we can't forget about the John Gruden incident. And then, the problem is the Chargers is like, what happened to the Chargers? It's that dang pay calling by Stokely. Or Staley.
Staley,
Staley. It's that dang play calling by Staley. That's why they're at where they're at, because he don't want to kick field goals and he want to just go for it. And now they're outside looking in.
I think you are onto something there.
So yeah, same thing with the Ravens. Now look at their face. Yeah, now you just had to depend on Josh Johnson. I bet you wish you could have got them kicks back, but you would have went for it. I'm gonna live with it, and you're gonna die with it. Live by the 3, die by the 3. Where this time they're dead.
And dude. We're just talking a field goal for one win, and it completely changes your playoff picture.
Everything. It was Justin Herbert. Oh, dang, man,
Take
get out the way, coach. Get out the way,
dude.
You got this gunslinger at quarterback, and you just want to use it like he's a toy. Nah, fam, just slow down.
JB onto something there.
Slow down, man. Just slow down.
Sorry, look at where we're at right now. Looking in hindsight, man, those field goals in 1 win or 2 is massive.
But I said it then, and people gave me pushback.
You did.
A lot of you dudes out there on the internet gave me pushback, and now look at your teams. Hey, look at what about your team. It ain't about that. That ain't my job to just talk about my team. I talk about everybody's team is what I try to say to parent people. And I'm going to need this clip because some of you dudes be tweaking on the internet talking to me.
All right. With that, we're going to send you to a quick commercial break. We'll be back. We got maybe a short half hour left. We'll do a quick preview, hit some NBA, all those good things.
Who we caping for?
Stick around. We'll be right back, gang.
It's golf season in Central Ohio. The Recreation and Parks Department of Columbus operates and maintains 6 affordable courses to test golfers of all abilities. Wilson Road, the Airport Course, Mintel Memorial, Turnberry, Raymond Memorial, and Champions Golf Course. Each municipal course is open to the public, affordable, and offers a unique golfing experience. Want to test your swing at each course? Try the City Sampler or the City Sampler Plus package. These package deals are an even cheaper way to play all 6 city courses. Restrictions apply to tee time availability. Visit crpdgolf.com for more information. Listen up, Columbus. There's a new classic rock station in town. 97.5 The Bear is coming to you from Upper Arlington. Your source for classic rock all the time. We hear those other stations in town do a lot of talking and not enough rocking. You're here for rock radio, not talk radio. Tune in to 97.5 The Bear. At 97.1 The Fan, the sun is shining, the birds are chirping, and after a year of lockdown, we can't wait to get back outside and onto the golf course. Sunshine and needing permission to golf means that Mother's Day is just around the corner. We believe it's incredibly important to show our gratitude and appreciation to the ones we love. So tell us about the woman in your life who held your family together during the pandemic. Go to diamondseller.com, click the Get Out and Shine contest link, and tell us why she matters most for your chance to win. The winner selected will get to design their own handcrafted Diamond Seller Mother's Day pendant. A once-in-a-lifetime global pandemic means a once-in-a-lifetime giveaway for a once-in-a-lifetime woman.
You the real MVP.
While you're on our website, browse our beautiful selection of designer earrings, necklaces, and jewelry in our easy-to-use online gallery. And if you are ready to get outside, book an in-store appointment at one of our exclusive Diamond Seller locations and let us cater to every detail. When it's finally time to get back out in public, make sure she outshines the rest. Howdy folks, Big Mike here at Mike Howard Ford Lincoln Mercury. We've been your neighbors for quite a long time, so you know me, and you know why they call me Big Mike. For over 50 years, I've owned and operated the biggest American-made car dealership in Ohio. Our 16,000 square foot showroom is the largest indoor showroom in the Midwest. We have the largest selection of Ford F-150s, that's America's best-selling truck, and most importantly, we have the biggest sale of the year. The Mike Howard Ford Lincoln Mercury annual Memorial Day sale is the best time of year to buy a new car, truck, or wagon. We offer 0% interest and 0 cash down at signing with low monthly payments when financed through our finance department. And for our veterans, we are offering a $2,000 rebate on the purchase of a new vehicle. This Memorial Day, you can't find lower prices than Mike Howard Ford Lincoln Mercury. So come on down to any of our locations in Athens, Cleveland, or Columbus. I'm Big Mike Howard. I'll see you Memorial Day.
Welcome back, fam.
I was thinking about taking one of them, but nah, go ahead. Nah, that's cool.
Better unmute me real quick. What's up, fam? Welcome back to the rest of the show. The boys are putting together their Superman capes. We're going to get into NFL Week 17. It's crazy that it's already Week 17. For most of you out there, it's fantasy football finals as well.
Yeah, and I should have put Allen over Herbert this week.
Unfortunately for me, I'm in the consolation bracket. Yeah, you should have. Josh Allen over Justin Herbert would have been a good call. But
I mean, they had the who do they have? They had the team I thought they should have beat. That's why. Whoever they lost to.
Oh, Houston.
Yeah, they're supposed to beat Houston. Like, what are you doing?
All right, well, let's we're short on time, so point out and highlight a game or two from NFL Week 17 or rip them off. I'm going to let you two take that.
Oh, you already know, man. Sunday Night Football. Do we want to skip straight to Sunday Night Football? Well, that's because I'm skipping the whole schedule. But, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, before we get to Sunday Night Football, depending on whether Lamar Jackson plays or not, I'm interested in this Baltimore and Rams game because, one, it's a test for both teams. The Ravens are desperate.
Yep.
They better be hungry. And Lamar, they need you. And because people still think that Tyler Huntley can compete with you. Yep. I'm still confused by that.
That's a very important game too, especially for the Rams if they're trying to win their division. Yeah, clinch that.
Yeah, it's a big, and they're on the road and going to the East Coast. So we have to see how they go. LA team, they probably don't even go back to LA because they probably stayed in Minnesota or something.
All right, and I will point out Denver Broncos and the LA Chargers, man. Divisional matchup, they both dropped the ball, laid an egg over the weekend, made it really hard on themselves, but that's a divisional matchup, so that's going to be a big game for those playoffs. I don't know what happened with Denver. I think it's the Drew Lock effect. It's just in full swing, causes Denver to lose because Las Vegas, that's the second time in the last 15 years that the team has lost the turnover battle -3 and still won the game, so Denver and the Chargers is going to be a big one there for the AFC West and for most of my peeps out there in Kansas and Colorado and back home. And San Francisco, come on. You got Houston coming into town. You're a 2-touchdown favorite. Show up and get done. Don't give us Davis Mills in town. Come on.
Man. He actually had a good game the other week, too, but they lost. That's what I made.
Balled out.
That was the Jaguars, though. That's why.
So San Fran better show up.
Yeah, maybe.
Irritating me.
Yeah, man.
Big Willie, you want to get what you got?
And of course, you know.
You already talked about it a little bit, but
that's one of the biggest ones in that 1 o'clock slot. The Rams and the Baltimore Ravens, as he already said, that's a good one. But I want to put my cape on.
Ooh.
We got that part already.
Let's do it.
Hey,
do it. I'll pull them up.
Let's go ahead, switch that background.
Think about Dallas, but I want to see what happens if Arizona can somehow. This is your last chance, Kyler. You know, that's my quarterback for my fantasy team.
Ooh, all right.
Teammate.
You're putting your cape on for Kyler.
So, hey, Kyler, this is your last one. If you can't get it now, I don't even think they may even get pushed out of the playoffs the way that race is looking so tight. So,
Dude, yeah.
See if he can get some help from Connor.
Kingsbury's going to have some questions if they flutter out, if they flame out, as it would say. So I like it. Caping for Kyler. That's a big game.
He wasn't running for coach of the year a couple of weeks ago.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yes, he was. Arizona and Dallas, that'll be a good one. Like we mentioned earlier, all of us want to see if the Cowboys have got any kind of moxie in them, if they can show up against a good team. The problem is that good team is very much on the skits. So I hope Arizona shows up, takes care of it. Yeah, aside from that, we've got, New England's a big favorite over Jacksonville. Buffalo's a big favorite over Atlanta. Green Bay, Minnesota's a big one. Sunday afternoon.
Sunday night. Or
excuse me,
Sunday night. Sunday night. It is a big one, though. You know
how Aaron Rodgers
the Kirk
likes
Cousins
Sunday
narrative.
night.
Aaron Rodgers Sunday night. And the Kirk Cousins narrative, he doesn't perform well. Only his last 2 big primetime game dubs came against the Bears. So, it's like, I don't know what I want, man.
Guarantee it'll be a one-possession game.
I guarantee that. I do guarantee that. We've been in the one-possession game
12 times.
Yeah, except for the one game when we blew out Seattle.
12 times it's tied the season record. So if they have one more
It's like
game.
if the record of if we held a team to no points under 2 minutes, we'd be at that time we'd be 12-0. Like, bro.
Back on that train, huh?
Nah, that's what the stat was.
The stat says.
Nah, that's what it was. But nah, man, I don't know what I want, bro. That's why I'm not caping for them.
All right.
I really want to cape for your. You put your cape on for.
For Kyler in Arizona.
All right, that's perfect. Because I want to put my cape on for the Bengals. Because every time they blow a team out when it's a big divisional game, they do what they're supposed to do in a divisional game, and then they flub it up the next week.
Yep.
So this is a super trap game, but it's the opposite of the low trap where it's the Jets after the big game or another low team after the big game. It's that team, the test team that everybody wants to be and go through because they are still the kings of the AFC. They just can't beat Brady. They can beat everybody else though. That's the thing. Yep. So. Let's see. That's interesting. I'm interested to see Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes.
Yep.
But let's see if the high flying mighty Bengals who they get it done. So let's see if Who They Nation could come through because they're going to need it. And Jamar Chase is my fantasy receiver, so I need a big game from you, young man.
I like that.
Joe
like
Mixon,
it.
Tyler Boyd, Higgins.
Hey, this is my caping segment. Hey, this is my caping segment, not yours. Let me talk about the Bengals. They're the youngest team, 25 and under. They're the youngest team to have 4,000-yard quarterback, 2,000-yard receivers, and 1,000-yard running back, and everybody's under 25 yards. I believe I got that stat right. And I'm not even a Bengals fan, so for you Bengals fans that be giving me a crap all year, I know my stuff.
Holla.
I'm caping for the Bengals.
Give credit
and
where
also,
credit is due.
I cape for that team, man. You know I had to do it.
It's back a
you
week.
know I had to do it. It's just practical. And I'm ready to eat some cheese next week. So
Bring the cheese back out.
if we get the dub, you know I'm bringing the cheese back out. And this time it's gonna be the big cheese, and I'm gonna get a cheese grater, and we gonna go ham.
Get you a hat.
Like my man Martin said, if it's crisp, we gonna jam.
We're going to. All right.
There it is.
You caping for your team?
Dude. Nah, I'm not going to cape for them. They're going to get done. Cool. I don't even know what I want to do. I'm going to cape for the Indianapolis Colts and Jonathan Taylor. True. I just want to see them lock up the division. I don't want to see the Titans get there. They got the Raiders coming, I guess. I'm going to throw my cape on for the Atlanta Falcons and Matt Ryan. I want to see them just show up for some reason and take care of the Bills.
Well, if they show up in Buffalo, if you're in Buffalo, you can get tickets as low as $13.
Holla.
So that's buy one, get one free at McDonald's, but $13 in Buffalo.
There you go.
A season or a seat inside the stadium.
Because it's probably going to be cold. It's probably
I'll cape for the Colts.
It's definitely
they need to win their division, I think.
The Bills is weak against the run, and Jonathan Taylor might go for 200.
And the Chargers need to turn it around. I'm excited for that one, kind of. Not a big fan of the teams with interest. Yep.
Coming up in the NFL, so
the last 2 weeks is crucial. I like how they did these schedules. Yep. So even the games that's non-divisional are still big games as like the Chiefs and the Bengals. So they did great, good stuff in the field, but they got the Chiefs and Bengals game at the wrong time. That should definitely be the 4 o'clock window. They probably. It's the Cowboys team. Yep. But no, it's Cowboys team, so they definitely going to get game of the week.
That Monday night game out of there. That's what I think. Monday night between Cleveland and
Yeah, don't nobody need to see. That's probably going to be the last we ever see Big Ben in the Monday night on a Monday night at home because I probably think they're on the road their last game. Yeah, cool. So this is gonna be the last. Let's see how they can do. I should put my cape on for Ben because it is the last. We gonna never see Ben in the Pittsburgh Steelers uniform.
I thought about that.
And I'm calling it here. Is Ben dead? Because he been dead.
They done.
That's
They
a
done.
bar.
I like it.
Let's go. Hey.
Whoa.
Are we in the, all right, that's what we caping for. I'm caping for your Bengals, so they my Bengals this week. You won't catch me saying that. It's still skull over here. But hey, you caping for Arizona, Kyler Murray. You really need to. It's not even Kyler Murray. You need to put your cape on for Cliff Kingsbury because that's who it is. And they got my young man Kyler Murray limping off the field every game. Like he just out there always.
Team. I just put them.
I mean, they did. You got to think they did come out of nowhere, and it took all season to get respect. I think when they finally got the respect, are they who we thought they were? Yeah. Hey, do you? Before we get into that, do you got quick access to my original playoff bracket?
That's off that one.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the NFC North is
I
like
thought
weird.
I left it in here.
The very first one.
I never made a new one. Yeah, I wish
let me pull it up. Yeah,
because I had the Colts in the playoffs, I had the Patriots in the playoffs. Now I had some weird stuff like the Vikings winning the NFC North. Okay, cool, whatever. That's the fan of me.
Yeah, give me a minute. Let me see if I can.
It's not. Hey, there's levels.
That's
it's not. It's
going.
cool. It's not. It's cool. You can get into it next week, and
I'll see. I'll find it. I'll snoop, see what we can do.
And I also love what you did here, my man.
Dude,
I should have sent you a clip of that dead body from Christmas Day.
Nice. No, you good.
What that Claxton
right.
did on the King.
Dude, that was bad.
Nah, I forgot to clip it to you. I don't know how quick you could be with your pull up, but I can send it to you on the quick side. But
Oh, for sure.
oh man.
All right, so
Definitely.
It was a dead body Christmas.
And Will, you can.
Or we could get into a quick commercial break before we get into basketball. Or what?
No, we're just gonna fire away. You pull that up. I'll take us in. So, excuse me, folks. NBA as
time where NBA is serious again.
Dude, Christmas Day is always kind of that mark. NBA season really begins. They've been in action for about 6 weeks, 7 weeks. But Christmas Day has always kind of been the NBA's. A little bit changed this year, but we saw some excellent games on Christmas Day. My brother was a little bit disappointed. He was betting some over-unders, so we were tuned into that Milwaukee Bucks game. They made a nice comeback, ended up beating the Boston Celtics. Let's see, the Milwaukee Bucks were down like 15 at half, looking sloppy. Boston got it done in the first half, couldn't show up in the second half. Milwaukee beats them 117 to 113. The opening game was the Atlanta Hawks and at the New York Knicks. New York Knicks took care of business, 101 to 87, and then
Walker getting a triple double.
Dude, yep. And then Christmas Day or Christmas afternoon and evening was the good ones. The Warriors, excuse me, yep. Warriors beat
Great
the Suns,
team victory.
and the Nets beat
Warriors
the
is
Lakers.
back, and this time I guess they're not hating on them because there's no Kevin Durant on the roster. But, but the Warriors just took some time to develop for these last couple of years. They actually developed their talent over there, not just sign anybody who's available, Lakers. But they actually take the time to develop their young talent and let them blossom next to one of the probably the modern day change the game 3-point king for everybody. They're probably the modern day Spurs, and he's probably the modern day Tim Duncan at the point guard position. The ultimate team leader. He's quiet. Now there's been some news in the tabloids going on about him and his wife. Ooh, but we're not going to get into that.
Here's a good stat for you. The San Antonio Spurs
I just sent you the dead
scored
body.
135 points in 2 straight games. That's the first time they've ever done that under Greg Popovich.
100 and what?
The San Antonio Spurs have scored 135 points or more in 2 straight games.
Oh, yeah.
That's the first time they've ever done that under Popovich.
I think they put up 138 on the Lakers. If I'm not mistaken, one of them wins is them.
That's nuts.
Yeah, everything that happens against the Lakers.
Bad time in LA right now. So,
nah, they LA Ram hopeful over there. It ain't Lakers. It ain't Lakers season now.
5-game losing streak. So.
Yeah.
Take it away. You want to go through
the levels? Oh yeah. Oh no, I just sent you the dead body.
I'll pull that up, yeah.
But
right.
I mean, he dropped 39, so I guess he's still alive.
Oh yeah.
But As for now,
dead out there.
Where are you starting?
nah, but we still have hope laid down. I like what you did here in the notes. You know, same thing.
Not that I added any notes, but
Nah, I meant, but you put the, switched it up this time, and I appreciate it, brother. That's all. Good stuff. But all right, this is Jared's Levels, and to lay it down. Because the lay it down about to pretty much be called tear it down, because they're about to tear it down in Portland. They're about to tear it down in Indiana. The Spurs, who knows what they're about to do. Pop is on the verge of retiring. Too bad he's not going to be able to retire with a title, but that title, he luckily for him, he was able to snag a title back in 2014. But, they already tore it down in Houston. Now they're just at the studs trying to build back up. Same thing in Detroit, but, they've been tearing it down in Detroit for years. I ain't seen Detroit since, Big Shot, and he coaching Rib City, and they about to tear it down too. Orlando, young team, they already tore it down, but they ain't been the same since Dwight made that choice. OKC, hey, it is what it is. Do they want Russ back? Maybe. Hey, because Shea Gilgeous-Alexander for Russ, could the contracts match? I actually thinking of this on the fly, but if it's one place, my fault if I just spit on you, but if it's one place where he can go and where they will actually accept him, it's Oklahoma City. Where else would that's the only place that makes sense.
Alexander?
If they can
didn't he play there?
Nah, he's there now. That's what I'm saying. If the Lakers, yeah, why not? Send him back home. That's the thing too. Why not? Hey, see how they go there. Hey, send him back home. Technically they tried to send him home where he was born. That's not his home. His home.
Already getting rid of Russ.
They already trying to get rid of Russ. You ain't in the news. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
I'm saying you feel it's already cool to get rid of Russ.
I mean, they should have never picked us up. Like, what was they doing? I mean, we ain't even at the level yet. But I'm just since I'm at OKC, like I said, I'm just thinking this on the fly.
Right.
This is just all on the fly. I'm gonna see if the numbers match, and if the numbers match, why not? And Shea Gilgeous-Alexander in SAG in that Laker uniform, that's actually not bad. He's actually a baller. He can actually run the floor. He could play next to LeBron. He could be what they thought Dennis Schroeder was gonna be. He's still not Kyrie for real, but SAG is legit.
All right, so all right, laying it down.
And the Pelicans, we still trying to figure out if Zion gonna get up under 300 pounds or not.
All right, so I've seen some headlines about trade deadline and stuff, which comes up like early February and those things, but they're already talking about right. So teams in the lay it down group, are they so bad that adding? Do they just try and sell their lineups and rosters, or give me an example of a team up there with
the teams,
one or two valuable assets that they might move this season?
Okay, well, the entire starting five for the Indiana Pacers is available, and that's for the top tier teams. Whether if Golden State want to get Miles Turner or Sabonis, that's a big dub. If even Damian Lillard, obviously, if he go to but he's still in the I don't want to go anywhere type deal. But hey, he's gonna have to go. So they could get Dame. Them is the type of ass. Everybody else is already pretty much everybody else besides those two teams is young. They already in their rebuild mode. Technically, the Pelicans shouldn't be there, but it's Zion. What is Zion doing? He's overweight and his foot hurt, so we don't know what's going on. And everybody else, the Rockets and the Pistons got the number 1 pick and the number 2 pick playing for them, and I think the Magic got the number 3, 4 pick playing for them. So they all, and the Thunder's just sitting on hella picks. So they already tore theirs down. But the Pacers and the Portland Trailblazers, the teams that's really got everybody for sale. Even Dame can help out the Mavericks. Even the teams up in the, still have hope, like the Hawks and the Mavs, who really should be in playoff contention. But Luka is in the same boat. I don't know. Luka and Zion been partying all summer, and they just been eating. They probably had to. They got their contracts. They got their Jordan deals because they both team Jordan. They probably been partying and eating. So they either been down in the bayou or in Dallas together, hitting the strip clubs, eating chicken wings like on some Lou Will stuff. You never know, bro, because they both overweight. And the Hawks is inconsistent. It's like they magical playoff run, or did the Sixers really just blow it? That's the real question. And the Raptors is just the Raptors. I mean, it's a farce. It should be a farce sale in them. Somebody should just try to get Fred VanVleet. He could help a championship a caliber team, and Pascal Siakam. Now he's in talks with the Portland, but that ain't enough to really keep Dame, and that's not enough to make them win. And the Knicks is Bing Bong. The Knicks are dead. They got a Christmas Day dub. Obi Toppin going through his legs and stuff in mid game like it's just normal. And the Kings is another young team that they're at the bottom. They're in like the third year they rebuild with De'Aaron Fox and them. So we just gotta see some of the players they drafted didn't go well. Like Marvin Bagley was a dud, but they found a stud in Fox. Since lucky for them, the Lakers got Russ instead of Buddy Hill. Buddy Hill's shooting a high 3-point percentage over there. Could be helping the Lakers.
All right, I dig it. You want to take us into?
Don't sleep.
Don't sleep. Oh, boom. All right. We got a whole bunch of teams in here. 3, 6, 9.
This is pretty much where everybody at in the don't sleep category. It's not many in grind time because some of the teams in grind time is in don't sleep, and it's not many. It's definitely not many we like that teams. It's only a handful. So
I was gonna say, we'll get there, but you've only got about 6 or 7 teams that you.
Yeah, that is really on. It's really on it. It's like the teams that should be higher. That everybody had higher expectations for the Lakers. Obviously, was there at the bottom of the tier. The Sixers, ever since Ben Simmons didn't take that dunk, and ever since he walked off practice, the Sixers has been up and down. Embiid is doing some Superman stuff, but the team is built like a 1990s team. They relying on a big man and it's a bunch of defensive players. They don't got no body on the wing that can really get busy for them.
And especially in the area where Steph Curry's just breaking the 3-point record.
Yeah.
Possessions are at an all-time high. Points per game are at an all-time high.
Yeah, they need Damian Lillard, somebody who could get busy on the outside because they're not constructed well. But they got the defense, Thibault and all of them, Maxey, and of course, like I said, MB trying to do his thing. A lot of the Pacers players could help out the Celtics because they need to get big, and unless Jason Tatum get 2 to 3 more inches and gain about 30 more pounds, I don't see him playing center. So they need to get bigger. Reggie Williams is like, he's fun and exciting, but if they really serious about winning and being a traditional Boston team, that's done.
And we just saw them, give up a big lead to the Bucks. And Tatum and Jason Brown played well, but do they just need a third? Do they need a couple more pieces? Do the Celtics just need like one superstar?
Now they need 2 things. They need somebody who Jaylen Brown is trade bait because he's really balling. But if they want to get to where they need to get to, they're gonna have to off him. But not like that. But you know what I mean. Because the guy is Jason Tatum, not Jaylen Brown.
Right.
But if you want to build around them, but they need to get bigger because they can't compete with the people who got size, and then they need a guard who can really get busy, which they thought Kimba was, but that's not what Kimba was. Right. Obviously, the Knicks are dealing with that now, and that's what they thought. We already knew that's not what Schroeder is. That's why they paid him $5 million. And the Kyrie never wanted to be there, so it was never going to work. And even there, they need to get bigger. They tried to bring back Horford, but Horford's old, so that's not enough.
All right, and I got
Timberwolves is young. They just they need to decide whether they're gonna move Cat or not. But for the most part, they got a nice little young team over there. Anthony Edwards, he been out with COVID, but just recently he hit 10 threes in the game. They just got a big win over everybody. Every time it's like I mention the Lakers, every other word, right? They just got a big win over the Lakers. That's when what's the name went down. AD went down. But
I got you.
D'Lo and Anthony Edwards is a nice little young threesome over there. So they could definitely build around that if they want to, or they could lean on the young guard and use Cat as trade bait.
Who was at the Speaking of LeBron getting dunked on, I got you. Who is this, Claxton?
Yeah, Nicholas Claxton, and he's not a G leaguer. I've seen somebody say that.
Right,
Bron ain't dunked on by G leaguers.
Mills and Harden.
Oh, you brought the whole clip up. All right, cool.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
It wasn't even no excitement. It was like, did you really just do that? It don't even look like. It was just like
delivery to finish over the contest.
But it's the king.
Good defense, but a spectacular job.
I mean, I've seen Blake Griffin get credit for. Remember Blake on Kendrick Perkins? I've seen Dwight Howard win the dunk contest, not touching the rim.
Dude, right?
So if you got the body there and you make it, hey, either way it go, it's a poster. So,
all right, Jer, I want to get. What do you think about the Cleveland Cavaliers? They've won 7 of 3, and they just got a huge win the other night. Like 30.
Man, the Cavs
45.
fans has been killing me. I'm like, bro, let me just see more. I'm like, bro, like, dang, y'all just got back. Y'all just got back to, like, I know my Bulls just got back to relevancy, but so did the Cavs. Like I was telling the Cavs fans, man, chill. Some of the wins, I need another week. I'll do it every 2 weeks when I do my Jazz level. So this is predicated off the previous 10 games, not from.
They might get moved up. They might get moved up.
That's what I'll be trying to tell them. Like, just wait. It's a long season. It's early, or they can flop. But I'm not trying to predict a flop on them. But it's still possible. They young. They at the top of Don't Sleep. I got them. Like the last one they started around where Boston was, but now they're at the top along with the Grizzlies. They ahead of the Clippers. The Clippers are still waiting on the main guy to come back. So they just Paul George trying to keep them afloat. They win some, they lose some. They win some, they lose some. Charlotte, they always in protocol, but they got that young star over there, Melo Ball. Washington, it's still free Bradley Beal. I don't care what Laker pieces, another Laker word. They don't care what pieces they got from how they tried to build around him. They need to get somebody, the Mavericks.
They need to send Bradley Beal out of Washington.
I mean, somebody need to make an offer to get Bradley Beal out of Washington. Gotcha. If I'm Washington, I'm not giving up my star. No.
Right.
But if I'm thinking what I'm trying to do as a championship caliber team,
Luka and Bradley Beal
would be a deadly combination. Or the Miami situation dead now probably, but I mean even on Miami I'll try to make that move. It just depends on where you at. But yeah, the top of this but I do like the Cavs. They keep winning. Jared Allen, he's sending everything back. Possible most improved player of the year. I like Garland. Rubio is a nice veteran got some nice veteran leadership over there. The Cavs look good. The coach is doing good. But they just got to keep it up. If I can't, like I was telling them, they not out here beating teams by 73 points. So if I can't move the Grizzlies up into grind time, I couldn't move the Cavs past the Grizzlies. They at the point of time they were both 19-12. They both was looking good there, and the Grizzlies just got job back.
They're both 20-13 and 20-14.
So yeah, so like they're right there. They're just young. Let me see some more. Now they might be in Don't Sleep for a while, but I can almost guarantee that none of the teams that Don't Sleep will pass them, because I don't ever see the Lakers waking up, and I don't know if anybody else will make moves. And the reigning MVP don't got enough help over there right now. Everybody's hurt.
All right, let's bump it up. Take it into grind time.
All right, so these is the grind time teams. What Cavs fans are telling me I should move Miami down, but Miami is still one of the top 4 teams. They're still one of the top teams over there, and their team is built for championship construction, so they got that type of respect.
Shout out Cole if you're still watching, buddy. What's up?
The Heat got that respect that the Cavs still trying to earn. Now, I'm not the only one to feel like that, but hey, maybe if the Heat win some, lose some area, and now again they still waiting on Bam to come back, still waiting on Jimmy Butler. Milwaukee just got Giannis back, and like you said, Christmas Day, they had Giannis messed up. I wish I put the clip where they said Giannis was talking some trash after a dunk, but yeah, man, the Bucks came back down. They got the guys back. They're back on the winning track again, and if they keep it up, they will move up. Only reason why I didn't move them up till we like that is because they went in the protocol and they lost a couple, so I couldn't move them up. But they really should be ahead of the Bulls. But the Bulls are still second in the East right now. But because they are the defending champs, they look like we like that. If I see some more good stuff from them this week, I'll move the Bucks up. And the Bulls got Levine back last night, as you wrote down. Mm-hmm. Zach LaVine, what's that? What did I say? 30 plus in 4 of the last 5 games, and he's also been off for a week. So he's right back like he never left. I watched the game last night. He's just pulling up in people's faces, and he's reminding people that he's a former dunk champion too. So he can score on all 3 levels, and he kind of playing defense now. So Zach LaVine, that's debatable for him being the top shooting guard in the league this year. So him and Devin Booker are right there neck and neck. Of course Bradley Beal, but I'm taking the other 2 over Bill for sure. But and of course the Jazz got the type of record I say we like that, but the Jazz is the Jazz, so we had never believed the Jazz is really like that. So they're gonna be at the top of grind time probably all season. Sorry, Donovan. Now let's go up to we like that.
Right, got you. And
of course we like that We got the Christmas Day matchup of Phoenix and Golden State. Golden State won again. They 2-1 in that matchup. I don't know if they play for a fourth time, but for the most part, we've possibly seen the Western Conference Finals matchup for the last time on Christmas Day. We got them early. If they knew that, they probably counted out Steph again, because if they would have known that, they would have put those for when they was really trying to have the marquee primetime games. But it's going to be a lot of la-la land later on. But these are the teams that's like that. Of course, Brooklyn's there by default. Kevin Durant did not play Christmas Day, but no KD, no problem. Let's get it done. James Harden looked like the old James Harden that day, but some days he don't want to be that guy. So might be Chris Middleton. He forgets that he's a star. He just turns into a role player every now and again, and that's why they need Kyrie back, which he should be playing soon. He should be playing soon. Yeah, he couldn't play in California, so he's against California.
California, New York, Texas.
Yeah, I think so.
Dean Wade.
And but with that loss, Golden State's back at the top, so I'll probably be moving Golden State a little notch over to the left at the top of the tiers, and that should be like that. And like I said, Brooklyn's there by default, but I see Milwaukee should be joining them, and if I give us a couple more months, give us about a month, Chicago should be up there too. But I'm being objective, so I'm not just going to put them up there, even though they've been second in the East all season. So back and forth between first and second. But they still got to show. They still got to show it, and it's still DeMar DeRozan. He can lead them in the regular season. We've seen that, and he's having one of his best years in a while. But there's no LeBron James in the East anymore, and this ain't the Raptors that he's on. But there's a Kevin Durant in Brooklyn, and there's a Giannis in Milwaukee that will have something to say about that.
There might be a Kyrie in New York too. We'll see.
Of course, but I mean like the top guys is KD in Brooklyn. But of course, I got my Kyrie cape. I left it at home. But yeah, that's the teams that we like that.
All right, Monday tonight.
Who we got tonight?
Houston at Charlotte, Chicago Bulls at Atlanta, Boston Celtics at Minnesota, Utah at San Antonio, Memphis Grizzlies at Phoenix Suns, the Dallas Mavericks at the Portland Trailblazers, and Brooklyn at LA Clippers. So we got some NBA games on right now. Tomorrow's Tuesday. We got more college football all week.
Who's the Monday night game? Football?
Miami and the Saints.
Hold up. I got a
Catch
quick,
up on some
I got a
sleep
quick
tonight.
quote from a Dolphins fan. I got a quote.
I put my cape on for the. I put my cape on for the Dolphins. So
where you at?
Any last words?
My guy Justin Howard. He says Tua and the O-line have to be their best to get this game tonight. The defense been playing lights out lately, but they definitely gonna have to bring it tonight. But it's Tannehill, so I think they shouldn't. Don't sleep on them, but
Nope. Probably low scoring matchup.
Yeah.
I'll take Miami again, 17-15.
Nah, that's too much for New Orleans. I'm gonna say 28-10.
Guess what New Orleans team is going to show up. You remember they lost 2 weeks ago?
I dig it.
They only wake up for Brady.
I'd like to see Kamara just roll.
They only wake up for Brady. They only wake up for Brady.
Dude, right? That's kind of the thing.
That's what it seemed like.
Prediction.
I think I'll take New Orleans off the strength. 21. I'll say 17.
Will, New Orleans 20-17. 21-17. Ryan, Miami 17-15. Jared took the Dolphins, 28-10? All right.
Maybe 28-17.
One love. Thanks for tuning in. As always,
last-minute touchdown.
That's debatable. I'm Ryan Dietrich, the voice of reason. I'm going to kick it over to my guys. They'll take us away. Paper toss.
Oh, yeah. I'm Will Ward. Hey, follow me on Will Ward 288 right now. The 21 is actually Facebook or Instagram is not really loving me or something like that, but Will Ward 288.
Oh, no.
Chef Massey. Richard Vance, hey, big week. We'll see you on Sunday. Welcome to the jungle type of dance. We're going to have some fun.
All right, it's your boy, man. Follow, follow me. That's debatable. Shout out my guys, AD and my homie Beezy. They pulled up. Got some footage and stuff. So shout out to them, Underground Media. They doing their thing. They definitely trying to take off. So, shout out to the guys. You already know that's debatable. This is Happy New Year. I try to get you guys some shirts made, but Printer ran out of ink. Sorry, guys. I'm working on it. I'm gonna get you guys Thursday. I was supposed to be you guys Christmas gifts. I was gonna have it and give it to you guys live on air.
All right. There you go. Send the Rolly.
But I had to put the Rolex back.
I had to put the Rolly back because the kids need the stuff. But this is That's Debatable. We are That's Debatable. And Packers fans, I'll see you next week.
Happy New Year, people.
Happy New Year.
New Year.
2020, we here.
Merry
Next
Christmas.
Monday will be 2022. And we made it from July
Oh, yeah.
all the way to December. And we hopefully keep it up. And, you know, YouTube,
sure you
all that
share.
stuff. Got to get up to date. But, you know,
Share,
it is what it
please.
is, man.
We out.
Pay off.
Bridge. Again, Evans in the swat. On the outside, caught by Chase. Drilled by Clark. Was he in? At the 3. Yes, sir, he was.